What's good, YouTube? Yo, welcome back to a video. And have you known about a person or a woman called Kaya? I think she's called, or Kya. I don't know. Apparently she makes cooking videos, or used to. I don't know. Something happened, something changed, and people aren't happy with it or something. I don't know. So yeah, this video is called "The Disturbing Downfall of Cooking with Kaya," or Kya, or Kya. I don't know how to pronounce it. Here we go.
From having an intimate video get leaked and having entire group chats plotting to physically hurt her,
I heard they making group chats about jumping me, killing me,
to the internet completely turning against her, to being completely banned from TikTok.
Damn.
Crazy. I just heard, did y'all just hear that Kaya got banned from TikTok?
All I know about Kaya is that she made, supposedly made cooking videos. Well, I mean, obviously she's an attractive woman, right? And she was using her attractive features to make the videos better with good cooking recipes. And a lot of women got jealous of her or something, and then it spawned like a whole bunch of like other women that said they could do better, and they did the same exact thing, making cooking videos the same way that she did. And that's all I know about this situation.
Whoever exposed Cooking with Kaya, the way your life is about to fall apart.
Cooking with Kaya's rise to fame has been anything but ordinary, but what started as viral success has quickly spiraled into something far more disturbing. In this video, we'll dive into how Cooking with Kaya may be experiencing one of the most unsettling downfalls in TikTok history, and why it might already be happening. While much of what has happened to Cooking with Kaya is undeniably unfortunate, it's important to recognize that she isn't entirely blameless either. To understand the full picture, we need to look at how she first rose to fame. Cooking with Kaya started out making average TikToks, lip-syncing, dancing, and occasionally talking about being an independent woman, etc. in her TikToks. Her content was nothing extraordinary, but
the average slob sexualization TikToks that a bunch of women make. Nothing very unordinary.
she gained a decent following over time. What really made her go viral was her cooking videos.
Yeah.
However, these weren't just basic recipe tutorials. They came with a mix of playful and provocative comments.
Yeah.
And of course, twerking, or wiggling as she calls it.
Nah, you be twerking.
No, I don't.
I've seen it.
That's not twerking.
Okay.
It's wiggling, not twerking.
Yeah.
She would emphasize twerking or wiggling
I guess. I don't know. I don't really care about the terminology.
as she calls it.
Nah, you be twerking.
No, I don't.
I've seen it.
That's not
Is that his boyfriend? Is that her boyfriend?
twerking.
Okay.
It's wiggling, not twerking.
Yeah.
She would emphasize her cooking skills in a way that suggested she could quote-unquote steal your man, sort of speak.
Wake up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
have some breakfast before I do.
Obviously, there's like this whole like women shouldn't cook for their husbands, and then there's like the other side, like women should cook for their husbands, and I think she took full advantage of that. Yeah, that made her go viral. Smart decision, very smart.
If you're so confident in yourself, why do you take the time to comment a paragraph in my comment section telling me how I cannot steal your man? You must be a little bit intimidated.
Tacitly blending traditional homemaker or trad wife
It's total like back in like middle school behavior, right? Like, oh, I bet you can't do this, and then you respond like, oh, I can, like.
traits with a flirty, attention-grabbing personality, and this approach quickly gained traction. Men found her content entertaining and appealing, while women were, let's just say, frustrated by what they saw as her reinforcing outdated gender roles. Her videos sparked debates about femininity, traditional values, and whether she was simply catering to a male audience.
Yeah, like I said, it was a very smart strategy, because like it or not, on social media is still primarily dominated by male audiences, and the kind of content she made was very attractive to the majority of men, especially in this day and age where there's a sort of like a war on masculinity and like gender roles and all that. So yeah, it was a very good timing and very good strategy on what she did. And then on top of that, she also provoked these insecure women on top of it. Like, this whole strategy, I don't know if she like calculated this or whatever, but like in hindsight, this shit is absolute genius. I can't hate on it. I really can't hate on it.
For views and validation, Kaya's unique angle on cooking content set her apart from the countless other creators on TikTok, launching her into viral fame. But that attention came with a disturbing cost, leading to some of the most shocking events surrounding Cooking with Kaya. As Cooking with Kaya's popularity grew, so did the memes about her stealing girls' men and the criticism that she was reinforcing outdated gender roles. These discussions gained traction and drew more attention, fueling a growing divide. While Kaya still had many supporters, including guys who were crushing on her, the number of haters simply became impossible to ignore. And the hate she received wasn't just casual criticism. It was intense, personal, and transcended online hate. It all started when a group of her most extreme haters allegedly leaked a sex tape claiming to feature her. Whether or not the video was actually her remains up for debate, but that
It could be deepfake. I'm not like roasting her appearance, but she has a really like average face. And with average, I mean it's very common. I think you can find a lot of women that look like the way she looks.
That wasn't the point. The fact that people despise an internet personality, a complete stranger that is, to the extent that they would leak something as intimate and damaging as a sex tape is disturbing in itself. What's even worse is that this wasn't just the work of one person. A significant number of people genuinely believed she deserved this invasion of privacy and would have gladly shared the video themselves if given the chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of bitter people online that would would do this. It's absolutely a very internet thing to do. A lot of people would do this. Yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah.
And unfortunately for Kaya, this was only the beginning. The obsession some of her haters had with tearing her down would soon escalate into something even more alarming, as Cooking with Kaya would also reveal in a long-form video that she's become aware of people making group chats and actually plotting to jump her, as in physically assault her, which is disturbing to say the least.
I heard they making group chat.
Yeah, that is disturbing. That's insane, bro. Like, I get hate, right? Hate or criticism or, you know, blatant ignorant comments calling you all sorts of names, slurs, and all that, right? That's what comes with the internet, right? Obviously, she provoked a bunch of people on purpose, right? And that's probably a lot of people's reason why they say that she deserves what she got or what people are planning to do with her or something, right? But personally, I don't think that's correct. Even if you like try to lure out people and like provoke them, like all she said was, "I bet I can steal your man." Like, I see that more of a challenge to like, you know, like it's provocative, 100%, right? But it's not like it shouldn't lead to like physical assault. Surely, right?
Chats about jumping me, killing me.
Really? You're lying.
They're making group chats. I promise you, to kill me, jump me, all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Really? Yeah, people leaking my address.
Really?
With fame comes both supporters and haters. That's unavoidable, but the level of hatred Kaya faced went far beyond typical online criticism. Some people were so determined to ruin her that they actively tried to cause real harm just because her TikToks were provocative or she said something in her TikToks that they didn't really like. One of the most disturbing tactics these haters used was spreading false rumors about her age, claiming she was only 17 years old. Their goal was to
Yeah, I bet they say that because, oh look, she has braces, so she must be like this amount of age. I can see why people tried that. It could be a very viable lie. It has a lot of things you could back that you can use to back up this lie. You can. I can see why people try to spread it. It's a pretty clever lie.
To make her male supporters turn against her by framing her as an underage.
Yeah, because then they can frame all her fans as pedophiles. It's a very brilliant plan. I'm not gonna lie, it's very smart. Very smart.
Minor. Even though this wasn't true, pushing such a damaging narrative showed just how far these people were willing to go. They weren't just critics, they were obsessed weirdos that were trying to actively destroy her reputation by any means necessary. And it didn't stop there. The harassment escalated to the point where large groups of people began mass reporting her TikTok account, ultimately leading to her main account with almost 2 million followers being completely.
Oh, that doesn't matter, bro. She can get that back so quick. Like, if you ever reach that and you make the same content again on a different account, you'll be back in no time. Let's be honest. Yeah, it will hurt your ego because all the bot accounts are not as accumulated anymore as before. Like, I think you're gonna miss out on like a couple 300k followers just because they're bots. But they'll come back. Those bots come back. Don't worry about it.
Banned. While many people were disturbingly obsessed with tearing Kaya down, fortunately her supporters didn't stay silent. They spoke out against the extreme lengths her haters were willing to go just to harm her, highlighting how concerning the situation had become. Many also voiced their frustration over her being banned, calling out the unfairness and hypocrisy of it all. Eventually, Cooking with Kaya would get unbanned, but things didn't go back to normal.
Okay.
Despite getting her account back, she remained shadow banned, meaning her content wasn't reaching as many.
No, that's fake. There's no such thing as shadow ban. That's just the coping mechanism that people on TikTok make. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen. It has been proved many, many times that it's not a thing. Shadow banning is not a thing, and TikTok doesn't have a single reason to shadow ban her if that shit existed in the first place.
Many people as before. Even if you searched for her account directly, it often wouldn't show up, making it harder for new viewers to find her. While she hadn't seemingly broken any of TikTok's policies,
yeah, but the search results in TikTok has always been abysmal. Like, you can look for like very specific scenarios and you'll get it. But finding people on there has always been a struggle. Like, whenever you're trying to find accounts or whatever, for some reason, it's like TikTok really wants to become like some sort of search engine, right? And finding accounts of people is not really what they're going for. They don't really want you to find these people and only follow their accounts. They want you to scroll the endless seas of a bunch of content and like watch a bunch of different creators instead. So that's why I think, at least what I have experienced, they really like deter you from actually trying to find a person on there without being on their page.
mass reporting from her haters had clearly taken a toll on her visibility. To make matters worse, fake accounts started popping up using her name and reposting her content.
Smart. Very smart. Taking the opportunity. Yep. Very smart.
Some of these accounts managed to gain traction, but none came close to the level of engagement she once had. Meanwhile, her main account struggled under the shadow ban. Her views were noticeably lower, and her most loyal followers couldn't find her account even if they searched Cooking with Kaya and would only find fake accounts posting her older TikToks with lower viewership. The impact of the shadow ban is undeniable. It's made it significantly harder for her to grow, and with TikTok's unpredictable algorithm, it's unclear if she'll ever fully recover her reach, and her views are definitely gradually and slowly declining. There were also rumors that Cooking with Kaya.
I mean, you can also just accept that your time in the spotlight is over, man. Like, people from TikTok are such like drama queens, man. Like, oh, I can't believe I got shadow banned. No, you didn't get shadow banned. People just moved on from your content, bro. You're on a platform that entices viewers to watch a shit ton of different content in minutes. So psychologically, these people are getting like programmed to watch, to move on from things very quickly. It's not, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just sounds like he doesn't really did his research on some things he just said here, because it's just wrong. He's not telling the truth, or he doesn't know the truth.
had secured her own TV show on VH1, something that would have been a major win and direct counter.
No one's gonna watch that TV show, bro. Listen, you're from a application that promotes short form content. Yeah, I know you can like upload like up to 10 minutes now or whatever, right? I know. But her content crushed the algorithm because it was engaging enough for a short amount of time, and it just kept going, you know, and it kept getting more interesting and interesting and interesting. And then this whole controversy happened. People kind of got fed up with it, and they kind of just, you know, left it alone. Like, oh, well, you know, I don't really want drama in my life. I just want to watch this chick twerk and make some food. And now it's just all like a bunch of drama. And I don't know what kind of content she uploaded later on. If she just, you know, continued doing the same thing, or she started doing other things, trying to like broaden her horizon or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just very telling that these people from TikTok think that they have like this audience when they clearly fucking don't. They really don't. You can tell because a lot of like back like a couple of years back, there were like these gatherings for like TikTokers that had like millions of followers, right? And nobody showed up. Absolutely no one. So yeah, it's just TikTok accounts think they're way more than they actually are.
To the haters who worked so hard to tear her down. If true, it would have solidified her place beyond TikTok, proving that despite the backlash, she was still in high demand.
I mean, how is she doing on YouTube, for example, right now? What if she's like really good on YouTube? Like if she can do on YouTube, cooking with Kaya. Let's see if I can find. Has she like a YouTube channel or something? Yeah, see, that's her issue, man. She banked on this one oh, here we go. Is this her? 64.4k subscribers. 2 months ago, 50k views. I mean, look, she had the views, bro. She had the audience. She had the attention. People watched her videos, but she just decided to bank all her things on one platform that is very easy or very known for viewers to switch up on content creators on a whim. I think if she like kept just, you know, making content on on like on YouTube, I still don't know if this is the real her or not. I mean, you know, I don't know. It looks like a real one, right? I mean, just some very decent views, very decent subscribers. Like, I think this could be, you know, could be correct, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I think really if she just didn't bank on, like, she put all her eggs in one basket, and that's just not smart, man. You gotta diversify. In this landscape on social media nowadays, you need to be on multiple platforms. Like, you can't just bank on this one platform. Even YouTube. You can't just be only on YouTube. You cannot do it. You need to be on other social medias too to like broaden your horizon. Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
However, as time has passed, there's been little to no information confirming that the show is actually moving forward. No official announcements, no trailers, no updates. What once seemed like a promising next step for her career is now looking more and more uncertain. At this point, many people are speculating that the project may have quietly been cancelled. To make a comparison, this is exactly why TikTok fame is nowhere near as stable as YouTube success. The two platforms cultivate completely different types of audiences. TikTok's rapid-fire short-form content.
Bro, it's... Listen, bro, I don't want to call myself smart because I don't think I am smart. But boy, do I say some smart shit sometimes, man. Holy shit.
And breeds fleeting attention, while YouTube fosters long-term loyalty. We've seen it time and time again. TikTokers who explode overnight, whether through a dance trend or controversy, often struggle to maintain relevance in the long term. Even TikTokers who were once extremely popular, like Charlie D'Amelio, have seen their influence fade. In contrast, YouTubers like Corey X Kinshin, who built their audience over years, can take extended breaks and still pull millions of views when...
I mean, okay, now you're picking like a rare rare fucking Pokemon, bro. Like this there is like 1 in a million people that can do this, and Corey is one of them. Like, let's be honest here. Like, Corey is like a rare exception, but yeah, I get his point. Yeah, they do exist.
They return. That level of loyalty is something TikTok rarely provides. Cooking with Kaya has tried to transition her audience to YouTube, but like many before her, she's found that TikTok followers don't always translate into engaged long-form content viewers. At the end of the day, TikTok can make you famous overnight, but it can take it all away just as fast. And for Kaya, that harsh reality might already be setting in. Right now, Cooking with Kaya's future is uncertain. She's undeniably shown more personality and potential.
I hope she, like, you know, invested her money that she made from all those like millions of views that she gained from TikTok, and, you know, at least like build up some sort of stable income in some sort of way, because otherwise she just gotta go back to her 9 to 5, man, like, or worse, become like a OnlyFans model or whatever. Like, you don't want that.
Than many TikTok creators who blew up off nothing, like Bella Porch, for example, who went viral purely for her looks, or the Chick-fil-A sauce girl, who became famous off of a single reaction.
Yeah, this is what I mean, bro. I don't even know who these people are. Who are these people, bro? The what girl?
TikTok creators who blew up off nothing, like Bella Porch, for example.
Bella Porch, never heard of this woman.
Who went viral purely for her looks, or the Chick-fil-A sauce girl, who became famous.
The Chick-fil-A sauce girl. She doesn't even have a name, bro. She doesn't even have a fucking name. She's called a moniker, bro.
Off of a single reaction. But despite that, she's been relentlessly targeted by a hateful portion of her audience, and it's taken a serious toll. The reality is,
yeah, she made black women mad, bro. You don't want black women on your ass. They can be vicious, man. They can be very vicious. She just kicked a wasp's nest, man. Like, not saying what she got is deserved whatsoever. I don't think that at all. But she kind of, you know, like, you're playing with fire here, you know, like, I don't know. It wasn't the smartest move to do that. I think if she just stick with the whole like shaking her ass and cooking, like, I think she would have gone very different. Everything's gonna would have gone very different, and I think it would have turned out better than what ended up happening. But that's just my opinion. All right, anything else?
Most TikTok stars who seem promising eventually fall off. Cabby Lame is a great example, for instance, and with Kaya's reach being severely impacted by the shadow ban, staying relevant will be an uphill battle. Whether she can overcome it or fade into obscurity like so many before her remains to be seen.
Alright, that was an interesting video. It just shows how fickle TikTok success is, and people need to diversify, man. Like, people really need, like, it's great when you pop off on TikTok, right? That's great, you know. I wish anyone who tries that, you know, to reach that, obviously, right? I hope everyone succeeds in whatever they're trying to succeed in. But if you get to that specific point, you really just need to be smart. You really need to know what the good steps are afterwards. Because if you don't, you're just gonna end up irrelevant. Like Rice Gum. Funny enough. Bro was the guy that always called everyone irrelevant, and then, well, where is he now? Oh well. He's stupidly rich, so I highly doubt that that he is crying in some box on the street right now. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you think that you should have done. Do you agree with me or not? Leave a like, subscribe. And with that being said, that's about it. Take care.